Alrighty, as promised, I have the level 58 fishing quest given to us by Ansaulme. One man's fish is another man's poison. Given to we are in Ishgard, in the Forgotten Night. I've been doing a lot of. I did all 6 collectibles, which is the first time I've done collectibles. I did 6 of them in like under an hour total. It's fun. The purple scripts are going to be nice, maybe. We'll see. But I can at least buy high cordials with them for like 40 each. And who knows if those will play a strong role in like high level fishing specifically. I think might be the spot I'll use them the most. But anyway, here we go. Cutscene. You see the bar patrons or tavern patrons, whatever. Ansaulme is shaking his head while talking to another Elzen man. Ah, mercy, your timing is impeccable as ever. Listen, we've got a bit of a problem here, and I'm going to need your help to get it sorted out. This gentleman here is an old friend of mine from back home in the Demesne, so Delta E, Mary E, Sam, Nancy E. Demesne of House Demesne? Oh. Of House Rogue Carp. It is spelled Rogue Carpe, technically. Rogue Carp. Rogue Carpe, whatever, I don't know. I've known him since I was a boy. The problem is, home isn't looking so homely anymore. It all started when the Lord of Rogue Carpe Manor passed away. By all laws and customs, control of the estate should have passed into the hands of the elder of his 2 sons, but the fellow is away in his travels right now, and has little interest in returning to the estate. Of course, until he officially renounces his title or turns up dead, someone has to take charge of the house's affairs. Hence his younger brother, the late Lord's 2nd son, has assumed control as Lord Regent. But the boy is a dunder-headed fool. Where his Lord Father was well respected by the small folk for his just and generous rule, this egoist rules only for himself, terrorizing the populace with increasingly outlandish demands. Take my friend here. For many years he has worked as the manor's head chef, feeding that monster from the day he slipped the breast, but even that hasn't been enough to spare him from his new master's spite. The Lord Regent plans to hold a banquet to welcome an envoy from the Holy See, and has demanded to be served a platter of letter puffer, a fish that has been extinct for years. And should my friend fail to provide the fish, his head will grace the platter in its place. I cannot let him get away with this. There's nothing for it. I'm going to have to... He thinks on it. Unless... Might there be another way? Mercy, I beg you, could you catch one of these letter puffers for me? It's a matter of life and death. The creatures may have been fished to extinction in Ishgard, but there's still a chance they survive to this day somewhere further afield. If only we knew more about their movements. We must needs speak with someone who has an encyclopedic knowledge of the migration habits of cloudfish. I know, Sisyphus. While Wawalago's out fishing, she's always got her head in an almanac. Maybe she'll know where to find them. My life is in your hands, milady. If there's any chance you can help me, I'd be most obliged, says the elderly Elzen, next to Ansaulme. If it's a letter puffer the Lord Regent wants, it's a letter puffer he'll get. But he won't get away with threatening my friends. By the time I'm finished with him, it is he who shall be the endangered species. Alright. What's the... You know what? I have so many of these tickets, and I have... Wait, hold on. Wait. Yeah, okay. I mean, once I do the weekly Blue Mage Masked Carnival fights, I'll have plenty more. What do I have right now? 32? Okay, yeah, we're fine. I basically need not ever worry about using my free teleport tickets, you know? Basically, never. I got so many teleport tickets. Etherite tickets, whatever. Sisyphus in the Fisherman's Guild of Limsa Lower. lower makes more sense, but I don't know why I guessed upper. Well, 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 look what the catfish dragged in. It's nice to see all that fame and fortune you found as a master fisherman hasn't stopped you paying your old instructors a visit. What can I do for you, Mercy? It's a different voice than I've used for her, I'm sorry, but whatever. I explained the situation. You want to know about letter puffers, and you've come to the right place. When you went to Corthus and caught those cloud cutters, it made me realize the guild was lacking in its learning about cloudkin. So I bought up every book I could find and read them all from cover to cover. Letter puffers are a type of flying fish that are packed to the gills with a potent poison. Slice out the venom sac and the meat makes for a tingling taste sensation, but a prick in the wrong place and you won't be leaving the latrine for a week. As for their migration habits, I'm sure I read something. Yes, westerlies. Whenever the weather vane swung to the west, the Ishgardian nobles would go out in force to catch as many as they could. And they caught a fair few, all right, but by all accounts, they fished the poor puffers to extinction. In Ishgard, anyway. It could be they still colonize the clouds further west, over in Dravanian territory. Try asking over there. Someone might be able to tell you more. Okay. We're gonna go to Mogholm. 580 teleport, but we're gonna spend a ticket. Well, I don't want your axe, Kupo. Why you gotta be like that? I wasn't looking for it. I didn't want it. I wasn't gonna take it. Wasn't even gonna ask for it. You like my axe, Kupo? You can't have it, Kupo. I mean, what the heck, man? Wait. No, it's like definitely not. Okay. Who would I be talking to in here? Oh, Mogto. You're looking for a letter puffer, Kupo? Then Moguk's the mogul for you. He's a dyed-in-the-fur fishing fanatic, Kupo. One time he was out among the floating islands for so long, by the time he thought of heading home, they'd all moved around and he couldn't find his way back. So do you know what he did? He got his rod out and started fishing again, Kupo. He was here in Mogholm not so long ago, but he flew off to the north. He's not the fastest flyer, so if you leave now, you should be able to catch up with him. Good luck, Kupo! I just fly out of the center of this place. That's awesome. I like that. Where does your quest come from? What's that about? Level 54, Disciple of War Magic. So, you know, regular. Okay, it's not even a plus quest. Alright. We fly north. A little bit east, but mostly north. And here is Moguk. M-O-G-U-K-K. Moguk. Kupo. Stay away, Kupo. I've got a rod and I'm not afraid to use it. Hold on. What's that appetizing aroma? You look like a macote, but you smell like a fish. Who in the world are you? I explain why I'm here. I'm way too close. I'm sorry. I'm like right face to face. You're a fellow fisherman looking for a letter puffer? Well, why didn't you say so, Kupo? Any angler obsessive enough to come all the way up here just for a fish is a friend of mine, and I think I've got some good news for you. Those letter puffers are alive and well, and they're right here in the churning mist. Why, I caught one myself just a few moons back. It looks so delicious, I ate it up right there and then. Never again, Kupo. Those fish aren't just toxic, they're tricky too. I've only ever managed to catch the one, and even that was an accident. A terrible bowel-twisting accident. If you do manage to catch a letter puffer that's fit for a banquet, I'd like to take a look at it. Okay. And, as I usually do, I'm gonna look up letter puffer on the internet. Yours is a database to start with. 31,427. Wait, right here? Oh, there it is. I was like, okay. We'll try versatile lure to start with. Okay. People are having plenty of luck with that, so we'll do chum for a faster cast, faster catch. A single point. Fish got away. I can't improve. It is a level 58 quest, so maybe I should have upgraded some of the gear, but I should be fine. I mean, the versatile lure will catch a lot of different things, even if I don't have the gathering for it, so this one is a catch, whatever it is. Sky Fairy. I thought I did Ice Fairy earlier. Cool. The Ice Fairy could be used to mooch, and that was in Korthus Western Highlands, I believe. Another single point. The Sky Fairy was a single point. Okay, give me 29,000 experience points too. Another Sky Fairy. A new record in this place, 7.8 ilms. That's pretty sad, but okay. It is a double point, apparently. I have not even hit a double point at all yet, so I might actually try for patience and a powerful hook set to finish it off. Dragon Soul. Cool. 43,000 experience points. It's a bonus for the first time catching it. Let's try patience. Why not? And we'll do a powerful... Well, we'll do whichever one pops up, but... If it's a double, I do powerful. If it's single, I do precision. If it's a single, I might not use precision. I might just do a double. Powerful hook set. Really? It got away? Well then, fuck doing that, man. What was the point of that? It's dumb. I'm not gonna spend my gathering points on things that can still get away from me. It's a double. And we didn't get it. Awesome. So that your gear is around level 1. Okay, interesting. Another double. Catching it this time, whatever it is. Letter puffer achieved. It looks like a puffer fish. I don't know why I didn't expect that. The Dragon Soul can't be used for anything that I can see, but might sell well because I guess you can in a Sky Fairy as well. There's no recipes for it, but I have learned in the last week that you can 4, 5, 6 that you can use these for aquariums, and I don't know. We'll see if they sell. Those letter puffers live around here, but they don't often show their faces to fishers, Kupo. If you do manage to catch one, I'd like to take a look at it. Hand over my letter puffer. Kupo, boo, 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 boo. You're a fantastic fisherwoman, Mercy. I never thought I'd see you one of these letter puffers again. It's such a big one, too. A fish like that would make a banquet fit for a king, let alone a Lord Regent, Kupo. Mine is 43.6 ilm, so yeah, it's pretty big. I think they're inches, so it's basically 4 feet long, give or take, a little bit. Just make sure the chef removes the insides first. You don't want to end up with letter puffer poisoning, trust me. I never thought my fur would ever be this white again. Oh, gross. Still, I'm glad I got to see one again, Kupo, and since you're such an accomplished angler, I'll let you in on a little secret. There are fish living in stranger places than this. Long, long ago, Kupo, there was an empire who had such mastery of magic that they made a whole contingent rise up into the skies. The people who put it there might be long gone, but the island's still up there, and it's full of fish. Some of the magic has spilled out onto the surface and formed into strange ethereal chemical pools. Rumor has it that the fish in the spills feed on fiend worms, but I don't know if that's true. Maybe the Moogle who told me was just pulling my pom-pom, Koopo. If you ever find your way up there, you should try your hand at ether fishing, Koopo. Who knows what fantastical fish might be waiting for you in those pools? Back to Ishgard with a ticket. For a second I thought that I had gear that was able to have materia extracted, but that's not the case, and that is fine. Thank you, Eorzea database, for the information about the versatile lure at that particular spot. Back to the Forgotten Knight to talk to Ansaulme and the elderly Ellison. How goes the hunt for the letter puffer, Mercy? I've asked around the city, but nobody's seen spine nor scale of one for many years. Maybe they really are extinct. I hand over my 43 Ilm letter puffer. Cutscene. You really caught one? Good gods, Mercy, you're incredible. With this fish, you saved my friend's life. Here you are, Chef. One fresh letter puffer. Just be careful you don't cut open the venom sac while you're preparing the platter. We'll be wanting to save that poison for the Lord Regent's portion. And his elderly Ellison friend took like a little step back. Don't worry, it won't kill him. It'll just lay him low for a few days, and if you're afraid of rousing his wrath, then don't be. Just slip away as soon as the food is served and come to me. I'll protect you. Thank you, my lord. I do believe you will, but it's not only I who needs your protection. Your people are suffering, my lord. You must come back and claim your rightful inheritance. This is news. Okay. I take a step back. Well, Ansaulme shrugs. Hey, I thought I told you to keep quiet about that. Well, it looks like the coral's out of the bag, so to speak. I don't suppose there's any reason to hide it from you any longer, Mercy. That so-called Lord Regent who's terrorizing the small folk, he's my younger brother. Ever since he was a boy, he dreamed of one day taking control of House Roguecarpe, whatever. He knew that I stood to inherit, and he hated me for it. That's why I went away, so that my brother's dreams could be realized, and I could devote my days to fishing, free from the burden of lordship. Obviously, his accent is probably more like British and posh or whatever, but I don't care. But thanks to my brother's folly, that dream is over. My friend, I have made my decision. No longer will you have to suffer at the hands of that tyrannical fool. This time it is he that shall suffer. Thank you, my lord. The small folk will be glad to hear of it, I'm sure. I'll start spreading the word that you're coming back to us. You'll give them the strength to put up with your brother's demands a little while longer. Well, I think we've heard quite enough of my family problems. Now, Mercy, tell me about how you caught that letter puffer. And I go into an explanation of it. He nods along with it. Magical pools on floating islands. If even half of what that Moogle told you is true, you're sure to find some pretty bizarre specimens there. I wager you're dying to try your hands at this ether fishing lark. And it just so happens that I've got a few of those fiend worms he spoke of right here. Don't look so surprised. You might be the better fisher, but nobody can best me when it comes to collecting bait. Now get yourself to that floating island before I collect them back. Level 57 fishing pole. 50 fiend worms, which are level 58 or higher. Bait. Ether fishing as well. And we'll go with gathering. Gathering of materia. I don't like getting something on the line and then just losing it entirely. You've now acquired the skill of ether fishing. Cast a line into a pool of etherochemical effluent and see if anything bites. Excuse me. Level 64 fish attained. Cool beans. Let's attach the pole. Cool. Next quest, level 60. I already have it. Obviously, I just hit 64, so. But not going to do it tonight. I think I'm done with quests videos for the night. Just for talking purposes and all the other things I need to do as far as daily stuff and weekly stuff and whatever. So, I will see you next time for whatever video of mine you watch next. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Button. Click. Bye.